Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and happy new year. So I thought I'd kick off this new year with my best of beauty 2021 video. So most of the products here are makeup products because I changed my skincare quite a bit last year, so I'm not really going to include any of my skincare products in this video. And also I'm just going to share with you my most used products from last year because I've seen a lot of best of beauty videos over the past few years, and most people include like one product from every category in makeup, and for me that's a bit unrealistic and a bit overwhelming, to be honest. So I thought I would just share with you my most used makeup products instead of just picking products to like fill a category, and if you know what I mean. So yeah, I want to keep this video quite compact and won't be that overwhelming for you. So yeah, let's go ahead and we'll get started. Okay, so my first favourite is the Nars Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturiser. So I got this last summer and it is so good. It's a really good base product. It is a tinted moisturiser, but it has really good coverage. It has more coverage and more of a flawless finish to it than any other tinted moisturiser I've ever tried. So yeah, this is like by far my favourite. It's super lightweight. It looks amazing on the skin, it lasts such a long time, and it has a really nice natural glowing finish to it as well. And yeah, I loved it a lot last summer, and to be honest I actually wear this quite often just as my everyday kind of base product, and I'm going to use this again this summer because it's really great. It's nice and lightweight. Okay, so I was also loving this foundation. This is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. So this is a really lovely foundation if you want that kind of glam, flawless evening look. It has a natural glowing finish to it. It's not super luminous. Like, I feel like the name of this is quite misleading, to be honest, because I don't find it super like glowy on my skin, and I have like normal to dry skin. So yeah, I feel like it's a bit misleading. I don't find it's overly glowy, so if you are a bit more oily then you'll still like this foundation, I think. And yeah, another one of my favourite base products from the past year. And then my last foundation I want to share with you that I was loving so much, like probably the most out of the two base products I've showed you here, this one is my absolute favourite. It's the Anastasia Luminous foundation. So this is gorgeous. Like this, oh, this is amazing. It's one of the best foundations I've ever tried. It is so flawless on the skin, and the colour match of this actually is amazing for my skin. Actually, I have it in the shade 220N, and it's a great shade for me to wear like every day. It's kind of like my natural skin colour, yeah, without any tan or anything on. It has a nice glow to it as well, but again it's more of a natural glow, I think. I highly recommend this foundation to you. Like, the Giorgio Armani one is lovely as well, but I feel like the Anastasia is just like even better. My most used concealer from last year was the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is gorgeous. It is very like creamy for the under eyes. It's very hydrating. It has lovely coverage as well, and I've got it in the shade Custard, and it's a perfect shade for my skin tone. It's got one of those more kind of original applicators to it. It's not like a really big thick doe foot, it's just quite a small one. Yeah, it's been my favourite concealer from last year. My next favourite is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. So this is a really lovely setting powder to set your foundation and also set your under eye area. This one I have is the shade 2 medium. It's a little bit, has a little bit more of a kind of yellow tint to it. I also have the one light shade, I think it is, or fair, something like that is, and the little compact and a little kind of face palette, which I will show you in a minute. And yeah, this, I absolutely love this shade in particular to set my face makeup. So once I apply my foundation, I like to apply this on top. I only do this when I want that more kind of glam look, that kind of going out makeup. Like, I don't really use this every single day because I have like another setting powder which I'm going to share with you, which I use more or less every day, but this one is a great glam setting powder. Like I said, I do have it in the light shade, which I will share that with you now. So this palette here I got last year as well. With this is the Instant Look of Love palette from Charlotte Tilbury. Inside here there's like a couple of eyeshadows, there's a bronzer, highlight, a blush, and also that setting powder in shade I think it's the like shade 1, which is fair or light, something like that. That's what it looks like inside. This here is the setting powder in the light shade or the fair shade, and I love to use this one to set my under eyes because it has, as you can see, less of a tint to it than this one. Hang on, I'll put them there. If you don't know if you can see that there, but the medium one just has a little bit more of a kind of yellow tint to it than the fair shade. So my absolute favourite bronzer from last year was the Benefit Hoola bronzer. So this bronzer has like the most like amazing shade to it, so it's not too warm like other bronzers I have. It's a little bit more cool tone, if you can see that there, and it works perfect for my skin tone when I'm a bit fairer and also when I have a little bit of a tan as well. So it's a nice kind of universal bronzer for me. The powder in it's so lovely, it's so flawless looking on the skin. The only thing about this bronzer, I don't love the packaging. I think the packaging is pretty rubbish. But anyway, like, the bronzer inside is beautiful. That's my favourite everyday bronzer to use. And then this one here from Charlotte Tilbury, this is her Airbrush bronzer, is my favourite bronzer to wear when I want to have that glam look, or my evening makeup look where I want to look super bronzed and just glammed up. Then this is a bronzer that I'll go for here. It's a super big bronzer. This one is in the shade 2 medium. It's a warm bronzer, but actually not too warm, and it's a perfect bronzer that you can build with as well. This one is the Benefit one, if you can see. So the Charlotte one is just a little bit kind of richer and a bit warmer than the Benefit one. It's a little bit lighter, and it's a great kind of buildable bronzer. And then I also got this last year as well, and I've been so impressed with this. This is the Nars Lagoona Sunkist Bronzing Cream, and yeah, this is one gorgeous cream bronzer. Like, it looks super like dark there, like quite cool tone, but it's not too cool tone. It's actually the perfect shade for light medium skins. I love to use this on my cheeks and pair it with the Lagoona powder bronzer from Nars, because that has a little bit more of a glow to it now. Before it was like straight up matte, and I feel like now it's a little bit kind of glowier, but there's a little bit of a kind of shimmer in it, where it never had that years ago. But anyway, I love to pair the Lagoona cream with Lagoona powder. So good, beautiful, paired together. And this is just one lovely bronzing cream. It blends beautiful. It's not like patchy, or it's not muddy looking or anything like that. Like, it is gorgeous. Yeah, been loving that a lot. Another face palette I was loving a lot last year is the NYX 3 Steps to Sculpt palette. So this here has a setting powder, a highlight, and a kind of contour powder inside, and I love all 3 of these products in here. The contour shade I love to contour my cheeks with. It's a great cool tone shade when I'm like fair, like my natural skin colour. The setting powder I love to use to set my under eye, because this actually has, if you can see, a little bit of a pink tone to it, so it kind of corrects any darkness and any blue under the eye and things like that. Yeah, really lovely. And then the highlight I mostly use to highlight the centre of my face, so like my nose, my cupid's bow, my inner corner of my eyes, and sometimes my chin and that. But I don't really use it that much on my cheekbones, because it does have a little bit of glitter in it. Like, it's not like chunky glitter or anything like that, but I prefer to use this just down the centre of my face. And yeah, really love this palette as well. Okay, so I mentioned earlier that I use another setting powder to mostly set my entire face like every day, and it is this one here from Mercier. It's her translucent loose setting powder, and this is beautiful. It's a really nice kind of finely milled powder like that. It has a little bit of a kind of warmer tone to it. It has a bit of a kind of creamier beigey tone to it there, so it's not like super stark white and give you like that crazy white cast to the face. It has a really lovely satiny finish to it. It feels like silk. I use this to set my entire face makeup. I also use it to set my under eyes. Like, a great product for everyday use. Okay, so I've got a couple of brow products to talk to you about. The first thing that I was loving last year, and still to this day, is the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. Like, I gave up powder for this guy. Like, I love it that much, and I've been using powder since, like, I think I began like doing my makeup. It's a really nice thin pencil, and this shade I have is 3.5, and it's a nice kind of cooler tone brown. There is another one which is 3.75 I think, and it's a little bit more warmer, but for my brows I think this matches my hair colour really well. I think it's what I have on my brows today. Yeah, like I said, I gave up powder for this guy, and I just love it. It makes actually doing my brows like really quick. I've tried pencils in the past and it took me forever to do my brows with them, but this just makes it super quick to do my brows, and I love it so much. And it looks quite realistic on the brows. It doesn't make, you know, like with powder sometimes you have to go in with a setting gel, what do you call them, like a brow gel, to make them look a little bit more realistic and take away that powdery look, you know. But with this you can kind of get away with just applying this itself, and then yeah, you don't really have to set it with gel. But to be honest, I still set it with gel, and I use the Benefit 24-hour brow setter, which is this here. This paired with that Precisely My Brow is just perfect. This is a clear brow gel and a really nice kind of applicator for it as well. It has a thicker and thinner side depending on like the width of your brows. It will do good for like a lot of brows. And yeah, it sets your brow hairs in place, makes them like look and last in place all day. And another brow product I loved a lot, probably I would say in the summer of last year. I've used it a bunch of times since then as well, but it was a great product for the summertime because it's when I didn't wear a lot of makeup, or I didn't really want a lot of makeup on my face. I wanted my skin to breathe and just kind of like absorb some natural sun and that. So yeah, the Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Brow. This is such a great tinted brow gel that you can kind of just run through your brows so quickly. Like that's it right there. It's a super micro, what do they call it? A micro precision brush on it, so it's really tiny, and it just catches the brow hairs and fills in your brows. It makes your brows look nice and amped up. So yeah, it gives them like a little tint, fills them in, and kind of amps them up a little bit, so you don't have to like go in with like powder, you don't have to go in with a pencil. Like you just run this through your brows so quickly, and you've got really lovely, nice amped up brows. Okay, so my next favourite product from last year that I used a lot was the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. So every time I done like an eye look, you know, I would use this to prime my eyes. So this is what it looks like here. It's a nice kind of stiffer cream product, so it's not like a creamy product that's going to just slip off the lids. It's a little bit more of a kind of tacky cream, if that makes sense. Still very kind of hydrating for the eyes, but you know, it's not that super slip and slide cream. This is gorgeous to prep your eyelids beforehand. It kind of gives you that blank canvas to work with. That's why I really love it. And it also makes your eyeshadows last a lot longer on the eyes, and it kind of brings out the pigments in the shadow as well. Yeah, it's just a really lovely eyeshadow primer. And then for eyeshadow, I wasn't really that impressed with many eyeshadows last year, to be honest. Like the palettes last year were just not that great. So my favourite eyeshadow palette from last year was the Natasha Denona Glam palette. So this is the Perfect Cool Tone eyeshadow palette. That's what the shades look like inside there, and it's a great palette for like daytime and evening wear. Great for smoky eyes and also great for natural eye looks. And yeah, it's my most used palette last year because I love the colours in here. I love the pigmentation of the shadows, and I just think it's beautiful. I love how many different types of eye looks you can get with this, considering like it's, you know, a quite a cool tone palette. Like the variety of eyeshadows that you can get with this palette is great. Like I love it so much. I haven't been impressed with eyeshadow palettes over the past year. I would love to know your like opinions on eyeshadow palettes over the past, well, from 2021 I would say, because yeah, like I don't think there's that many that came out that were good looking, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that was my most used one. It's definitely one that I'll still use to this day, and I'll know I'll get a lot of use out of that for like years to come, because yeah, it's just a great everyday palette as well as like glam palette. So yeah, perfect. Okay, so I've got a couple of lip products to share with you, and I'm going to start off with my favourite lip combo from last year, and it's also what I'm wearing on my lips today. I wear it a lot. So It's these two lipsticks here from Illamasqua. These are the Antimatter Lipsticks, and I have them in the shade Shara. Well, the two shades I love pairing together are Shara and Vila. So that's them right there. This one's Shara, this one is Vila. So these two paired together gives you the most gorgeous kind of beigey lip look. These have a kind of satin finish to them, so they're not matte and they're not creamy, they're kind of like in between finishes, so a little bit more of a kind of satin finish. I love pairing this with a gloss on top. So yeah, that's the two shades that I've mixed together there. Gives a lovely kind of beigey nude combo. And then I pair this gloss on top from By Terry. This is their Baume de Rose gloss. It's like a little mini one of it. It's kind of pink there because I've been like using it to, you know, on top of my lipsticks and that, but that's what it actually looks like. I have a bunch of these now, but that's what it looks like when it's just fresh. But because I've been using it on top of my lipstick, this is how it ends up turning out. I love this. This is the most incredible lip gloss I have ever tried. So like I say lip gloss, but it's actually a lip balm, so it's a little bit more hydrating and nourishing on the lips than a standard lip gloss. So it doesn't have that sticky or tacky feeling to it. It's very like, it's just so smooth on the lips, very nourishing on the lips, and it has a strong scent of rose, which it doesn't really bother me that much because once you apply it, like you can really like smell it and that when you apply it, but it goes away after like a few seconds kind of thing. I love that it gives you all the benefits of a lip gloss, but it's actually like a lip balm, if that makes sense. So it's like a lot better for your lips really. So yeah, absolutely love that. My absolute favourite gloss the past year. And then I have two Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks here that I've been loving a lot because of the formula of these and also the shades. Like Charlotte's lipsticks are incredible. The Kissing formula, like both of these are from the Kissing range, I believe. Let me just, yeah, I was just double checking that in my head. I'm sure these are both from the Kissing range, my favourite range from Charlotte. So this one is the shade Bitch Perfect, which is this one right here. And then the other shade I have is Penelope Pink, which is this shade right here. So as you can see, the Bitch Perfect is a little bit more pink and the Penelope Pink is a little bit more beigey. These are stunning lipsticks. I will swatch them on my hand. So this one is Bitch Perfect, which as you can see has a bit more of a pink tone to it, and then this one here is Penelope Pink, which is a little bit more beigey. I'll swatch the Illamasqua ones. I never done that there. So this one is Vila and this one is Shara. So I like to apply Vila first and then Shara on top because it's a little bit lighter and they give off like a really gorgeous beigey combo. And then a lip liner I've been loving so much last year. I think it's the only lip liner I've used for the past 8 months or so. No, not 8 months. I don't actually know how long I've been using this, maybe less than that, but I don't know. I love it so much. This is the MAC Oak lip pencil, and I've also swatched this for you right here. So this lip liner has got a little bit more of a kind of brownie tone to it, so it kind of contours your lips. It makes them look like a lot bigger because you can like overline really well with this lip liner. And yeah, I like the form. A lot of people say MAC lip pencils are drying, but I actually prefer that because I have like super absorbent lips. Like they absorb everything in terms of like lip balms, lip sticks and glosses and everything like that. So I like this, but this is a little bit drier because it stays on my lips longer. It doesn't just absorb right in because my lips are very absorbent, don't know why, but anyway, like this is a gorgeous lip liner for me. I love that it has that slightly cooler tone to it. You can really contour your lips with it, and yeah, by far my favourite lip liner. Okay, so I've got two nail polishes here that I've been absolutely loving. It's the only nail products I've wore on my nails the past year, and I probably say it's more than a year, maybe even 2 years, I can't remember, but it's what I've always got on my nails. So like I go between the Essie Fairy Tailor polish and also the Mademoiselle. So Fairy Tailor is from the gel collection from Essie. It's what I have on my nails today. I just love how natural this nail polish looks on the nails. Yeah, and Mademoiselle is also very, very similar to Fairy Tailor as well, but this is in their standard nail polish. I'm almost finished this one. I don't know if you can see, but I'm really, really down to the bottom of this one. I went through about maybe three or so, maybe even 4 of these the past year, because I wear it a lot. I redo my nails like every week sort of thing with these. I top this off with like a gel polish. This one I just kind of like leave as it is once I coat my nails. I do about 2 coats of these on my nails to give, you know, the perfect kind of manicure looking nails. I love these polishes. They're also really good quality. They don't chip or like dry your nails or anything, so yeah, I really like these. Okay, so I also want to give a mention to my hair dryer that I've been using a lot, and the reason why I want to mention it is because I really need to get like my hair cut, but because of like the whole, you know, everything that's went on for the past couple of years, I haven't been able to go and get my hair cut. So I want to mention this because this actually gets my hair, it's really long, my hair, it's really thick, and this gets my hair dry a lot quicker than standard hair dryers. I've been loving my Dyson hair dryer a lot this year, especially because it is like really long and thick. This is incredible, such great power in this. Really makes your hair really sleek and really smooth. It has like a hot and cold, obviously hot setting, but it has a cold setting as well, which is really good to use to kind of cool down your hair after you blow dried it. I really like to use the cold setting for a couple of minutes on my hair after it's kind of dry, just to kind of cool the entire hair and my entire head down. And I have like a bunch of different fitments for this. They are all magnetic, which of course you guys will know because it's been out for a good few years now. But this one is my favourite one here. It's the kind of thinnest one of the bunch because it gives you that really kind of sleek, smooth finish to the hair. And then another thing I've been really loving is my GHD straighteners. These ones are the Platinum Plus ones, and I love how sleek and smooth these make my hair look and feel. They have like these really smooth plates on them, and they're kind of like snag free, so your hair doesn't really snag in them. I've had a couple of little snags in them, but nothing compared to like what my other straighteners used to do to my hair. Like they used to kind of like nail up, rip my hair out all the time. But like these are great. I love the plates on them. I love just how sleek and smooth they make my hair look and feel. And yeah, they have a really good hot temperature to them as well, because I do need straighteners to be pretty hot for my hair because like my hair is super thick, so these really get through my hair quick in terms of straightening it, and that because of the heat. So that's it for my best of beauty / makeup 2021 favourites. I would love to know your favourite products from the past year down below in the comment section, and of course I will link everything that I've mentioned down in the description box for you, along with links. And yeah, that's it guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye.